Yeah, hi everybody. What is it, Monday? No, it's Tuesday night. That's right, the 24th. I've just got back, it's now 8:15. So about 6:30 I got home from another day with Alan. Exhausting. Where we went, warm baths was 38 degrees. And I did put my sun cream on. I'm turning brown as a berry. But let's start the day. And once again, I'll break these videos up into blocks. We're looking at the Heroes Acre, which was the military cemetery in Pretoria. We're looking at Diamond Hill, the Battle of. Then we saw another blockhouse. We finished off with the story of the Tasmanian Bushmen, the ambush, and how two of them won the VC, plus other stuff. So we went into Pretoria. Now that was a big place when we came over. Pretoria was a beautiful, orderly, neat, clean city. Not anymore, you know, it's trashed. Excuse me. The council workers have been on strike for months. They don't empty the bins anymore. They've set fire to trucks and buses. We went past Melrose House, this glorious mansion where Lord Roberts stayed and where they signed the peace treaty. Fence in the way. Hang on. There we go. So this is Melrose House where they signed the peace treaty. This is the house that Roberts used as his headquarters. You can see what they're doing now. But beautiful entrance, the gates. This is where they signed the peace treaty to end the Boer War. Melrose House. Turret. And well, it doesn't look good for its future, guys. A beautiful rotunda on the right there. So, Melrose House. All fenced off and crumbling, you couldn't get to it. It's going to be destroyed and trashed by squatters, probably. I didn't get to see the statue of Kruger in Church Square. He said it's defaced, and they keep defacing it. So we didn't stay long, but we did go to the Heroes Acre, the cemetery, and that was really good. I mean, I said to Alan, you could spend a whole day here, but they are looking after that. They've got that registered on the National Register for historical preservation, so that when you get on the register, you're able to do things to protect the site, so fences and guards and all that, and they're restoring the cemetery. So this was top 5 for me when I planned this, and we're very, very privileged to be here. This is the Heroes Acre, which is a military cemetery right in Pretoria. And you can see the jacarandas. It's also there's gum trees here. It's being restored by people that care about these sorts of things. You know, straight away we're seeing there's someone from the Queen's Cameron's Highlanders 1901, so we know Boer War. But yeah, the memorial to Kruger had his head snapped off. Memorial to someone else, I can't remember, but Alan told me, but they're being restored and fixed. So anyway, let's go. So there's a Canadian, there's one for you, Rachel. SAC, South African Constabulary. I've got some more Highlanders. I've got to remember to show the so it's quite there's good security to get in here. You'll be safe if you've got permission to come. There's a big gate to come in. Alan's knows how to come in, because otherwise all these things were going to be stolen and melted. Oh, they're beautiful, these headstones. The lagoons. Now, have you guessed yet, my viewers, who we're heading to see today? I know my brother wanted to come here. Look at this quick one. Kitchener's horse. Are the Boers buried here, Alan?
Down there.
Right.
So this is British.
Shade of the jacarandas, and look at the beautiful foliage on the ground, the purple. There's these funny looking birds we call bin chickens at home. Do you know their name, Alan? These birds? Ah, look at this. And they know why we're here. Not seeing yet. Oh, now I do. Well, I see Handcock. Oh yes, they're together. Handcock was from a town called Bathurst. A famous race there every year on top of the mountain. In memoriam, Harry the Breaker Morant and Peter Handcock, executed 100 years ago in Pretoria. 27th of February 1902, a man's foe shall be those of his own household. Matthew chapter. I wonder if that's the verse he quotes in the movie. We're going to need photos, we're going to need lots of. You think there was something on top of there?
Yeah, there was a cross.
Right.
When the king comes out, apparently he's coming out next year, we can take him there and he can redo it up.
So that's a salute to Handcock and Morant. He that loseth his life shall find it. Reasonable condition, and they think they're going to restore it again, put the cross back on. You know, as Alan said, you could spend a whole day out here. And here's another one he wants to show me. But obviously they're probably the most famous occupants, these two, for all the wrong reasons.
You know, so this guy, the Brits love this guy, Christian Victor.
Now, these are civilians. Hazara. Are these his battle honours?
Yep.
Where are those battles? I don't recognise the names. I do now. I've finished my course. What we're looking at is, so we're looking at the loving memory of Christian Victor, the Prince of Schleswig, Holstein, Captain, Brevet Major, the King's Royal Rifles, the eldest son of Prince and Princess Christian of Schleswig, and the grandson of Queen Victoria of Great Britain and Ireland, the Empress of India, born at Windsor 18 something, died at Pretoria 20th 1900. So a little bit about Prince Christian Victor of Schleswig-Holstein. He was the eldest son of Princess Helena, who was the fifth child and third daughter of Queen Victoria. He was baptised and born at Windsor Castle. His godparents were Queen Victoria, his maternal grandmother, and the Prince of Wales, his maternal uncle. He loved to play cricket. He went to Sandhurst as a matter of interest. He was the highest ranking royal to have a cricket career. Anyway, after leaving Sandhurst, he became an army officer in the British Royal Rifle, where he went to India, and that's where he participated in those Hazara and Moranzi expeditions we didn't recognise on the memorial. He seemed to have been a bit of a favourite of Queen Victoria. Now, he served with Kitchener in the Sudan, and he was also involved with Buller in the relief of Ladysmith. So while he was in Pretoria in October 1900, he came down with malaria and died of enteric fever, aged 33. He received Holy Communion in the presence of Lord Roberts and Prince Francis of Teck. So this is what his grandmother, Queen Victoria, wrote in her journal. Quote, she says, "I went upstairs. Thora came in and in a faltering voice said, he's gone. I could not believe it. It seemed too dreadful and heartbreaking, and this dear, excellent, gallant boy, beloved by all, such a good, as well as a brave and capable officer, gone. To think that he had gone through the Indian campaign, Ashanti, where our beloved Liko was taken, the Sudan, going down in his ship, and now and again in South Africa had passed through endless hardships and dangers without being ill or getting a scratch. To fall a victim to this horrid fever just on the eve of his return home, oh, it's really too piteous." Just a matter of interest here was to do with his sister, Princess Marie Louise, wrote in her memoir, My Memories of Six Reigns, that she was visited by the ghost of Prince Victor while at home in South Kensington 18 months after his death. She said that he told her that he had come to see that you were all right and happy, and she was not to follow him downstairs. She greeted him as Kiki, as that was the nickname his siblings called him, Kiki. He was seated with his favourite dachshund on his knee and was dressed in his army khaki. She only remembered that he had died after he'd left the room. Died in battle, or? We don't know.
I can't find that he was injured, so I'm going to say died of disease.
Now, he was in the Ashanti Wars and in Sudan. And Alan was saying that if King Charles comes out, which they want to, he's supposed to come out, they want a bit of moolah from the king to preserve this or look after it, but he gets a big plot to himself. I'll look him up when I get home, find out what took him. A big monument over there.
Yeah, we can walk down there if you like.
Okay. We're right in the heart of Pretoria, and it is jacaranda season. Some of them have been pushed over. It's nice to have the gum trees here. also the old pine trees with the I like these Celtic crosses too that you see, and the foliage on the ground is the pine needles. Gives it an eerie sort of ethereal look about it. Anyway, I'm wobbling. Okay, so we're down to denominations of religion now. There's a few Hollands. These are all the people interred here, are they, by religion? Wow. A few Jews, a few Dutchmen. When it says Hollands, are they Afrikaners or are they from Holland? There's Lutherans. These are the old Dutch. Okay. Okay.
We walk down there to Heroes Acre.
Heroes Acre.
So you're getting into this civilian area?
Yeah, these people are much later.
Yeah.
I think I see a man with a sword. I'll just walk past him. I can outpace Alan, I think, and still catch it. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's fantastic. Look at this guy. What a fantastic monument. This is what I want, folks. Except a laptop instead of a sword. Oh, look at him. Getrouw tot den dood. Desiree de Villiers. Bushveldt in Natal. He died on the 11th of December 1899. He's a Boer. That's a Boer. Fantastic. Where's Alan? Now that's a monument. Godfrey. Okay. It's those bin chickens making that noise, people.
Yeah, those are called, we call them hardy daws.
Yeah, I've heard that word.
Yeah.
That's right. Are we coming to Kruger? Right, look at this, guys. The old man. The Lion of the Transvaal.
Remember when you were here, the 10th of October was always Kruger Day?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well, that obviously is no longer, but they had a ceremony here on the 10th of October.
And you can see all the flowers still. Okay, great. I'm glad we made the effort. Della Ray or anyone like that buried here?
No.
Forster?
Yes.
We'll skip that one.
Good.
Well, here we are. Wasn't expecting this, but I'm not at all disappointed. Or Stephanus, Johannes, Paulus, Kruger. In 11 starts president, Die Zuid-Afrikaanse Republic. Died on the 14th of July 1904. Now we know he died in exile. That would be his wife. He left her, he never saw her again. There's a few kids here. We know he had 16 kids. There's the old colours of the Transvaal Republic. The emblem of the Transvaal Republic. And there it is above the head too. And the flowers are here because Alan was saying we've just missed what used to be Kruger Day, early October. Susanna. Oh, that's brilliant, Alan.
When you were in Mafeking, you heard about a guy called Sarel Ilof.
Yeah, was he the coloured man?
No, he was commanding the Boers.
No.
Okay, this is his parents. Yeah.
His parents?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the heart, the beating heart of Afrikanerdom. Wow, Scoble's a name I recognise. Do we know where Steyn is buried? President Steyn?
Buried in Bloemfontein.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
you'll see. They've got the Flower Monument down there. And Steyn.
We'll get the set. Just a quick one here. You've got the Sphinx for Egypt. I'll catch up with you, Alan. Obviously, a military. These are the non-officers, the 2nd Battalion South Staffordshires. Their comrades, inscribed 1907. There's Alan over there. Killed in action. That's before, that could be the First Boer War, that one. Here's Alan here. Is this your man?
No. This is a memorial to the First World War. Okay?
Yeah.
1980, 1881.
You say that? The First Boer War. So obviously most of these men weren't killed in Pretoria. They were brought here because there was a hospital.
Yes. You can't read these because I'm going to be telling you about a guy called Enstrada.
Can't see.
There's more First World War.
Scots Fusiliers, First Boer War. That's an impressive bit of slate. I want to okay, I want to move over here a bit. I'll make our way back to the car. Got to try and catch as much as I can. Now, I'm not that interested in the First Boer War. You folks know me, come on, all together now. She's interested in the Anglo-Boer War. Look at this. Just after the Boer War. There's a baby of 3 weeks. Sutter. going to do is, I'm probably walking on graves. I'm going to do the second row only because we might have done some of the first. So we've got private wardrobe, HLI, not sure. Marks is 1900. New Zealand Mounted Infantry. Smith, the Borders, Richardson, the Hussars. Private Schmutt, the Border Regiment. Biggs, the Norfolks, the Kents, haven't seen the Australians yet, the Worcesters, Cope of the Worcesters, some of the initials CIV, I'm not sure, I could probably think what it is, but off the top of my head, the Lincolns, Imperial Yeomanry, and look at them all, look at them all. There's a Canadian one, we're going to get that quickly for Rach. Died of dysentery. That's going to give you the shit. Excuse the pun. Alright, we're going to finish off this way. The Border Regiments, the Burkes, the Berkshires, the Yeomanry, the Dragoons over there, and these crosses, they don't even have names on them anymore. Look at this beautiful one. Melville, Smith, Fusiliers.
You want to go to the toilet?
No.
Okay, I'm just staying down there. I'll pick you up here in 2 minutes.
Great. The Highlanders. There's another New Zealander. Obviously these ones have been redone. Alan's left me. He's given me a few more moments. This one does a bit of a plaque. He's got half a. I'd really like to see some Australians. Look at this. Bomb E Hands Pom Pom Depot. RCA, I don't know what that is, Royal Constabulary. It might have been his nickname, Bombs. He was a pom-pom operator. Lincolns, the Yorkshires, the Middlesex, Shadlock, the Norfolks, the Suffolks, the Highlanders, Private Brewer. We only know when they died, we don't know. Kitchener's Horse. We don't know how old they were. Oh, that one tells us he was 23. Albert Henry Francis Pinnock. He died in February 1901. And there he is. He's got his own. The Imperial Light Horse. The Hampshires, the Norfolks, the Hampshires, the Suffolks, the Rhodesian FA something, Field Artillery maybe, the Wilts, the Suffolks, the Hospital Corps, Davy, the Wilts, Rifle Brigade, 1901, he died. Oh, that fellow was killed in Flanders. They stuck him in with the Boers. Look at this quickly over here before Alan gets back. The Hampshires.